So my name is Digger Dawn and I've been using Garrett metal detectors for the past 10 years. I've used the Euro Ace, the 400i, the AT Max and the Apex. So what I've decided to do, because of the time of year, and I know a lot of you will have got maybe a new metal detector for Christmas, I'm going to give you some very, very basic beginner tips and hopefully they'll help you get started. Do you want me to show you how I dig these holes so they're neat? Do you want me to show you how I do that? So when you find a signal, I mean that one's rubbish, but we found one, we're going to try and pinpoint it and dig it up neatly. So how do we do it? So don't matter what machine you've got, whether it's an Apex or an Ace 200, 300, 400, they all have a pinpointer button. So what that does, once you've found your signal, if you hold that and go across, can you see the line go up to the top? So we know that it's there, and what it's showing on the coil is directly under this bit, so that's where it's pinpointing, directly under there. Right, so now we know it's there. I usually, because remember looking at the centre of the coil, I usually dig just a little bit further. Won't be able to do it now because I've got my camera, it'll be all going wrong. So to dig a neat hole, and this is why I like a long spade, you make your first cut and then pull it back a little bit just to loosen the soil, and then go around to the other end, make a 90-degree angle there. Sorry about this, it's hard when you're on your own, you haven't got anyone to help you. So you can see, and then I'm going to cut another one there, give that a little pull up as well. So you've got a three-sided square there now. So what I do is I just do that, click it back, and as you can see, ooh, looks like a bit of gold at the bottom of there. And as you can see, it is only a bit of tin, it's a milk bottle lid or something. But do you see how it's right in the bottom of the hole? We got it spot on. And then when you put it back, all you do is flick that back. You see, that's what you need to do to make sure farmers will keep letting you on the field. And if you go on group digs and leave a mess as well, they won't let you on either. So it's really important that you get that right. I feel this is a very important thing that I need to share with you. That you have probably been gorging yourself watching videos on YouTube, hopefully mine, no, and everybody else's. And what you'll have noticed that we find great things all the time. Well, most of us do. I mean, most of them do, I don't. But what you've got to remember is that if we filmed every single hole with every single little bit of rubbish in, or a ring pull, or a bit of coke, or a bit of this, a bit of that, the video would be very boring and nobody would watch it. So we all have to condense down the best bits. So you might be watching a 20-minute video and we might have been out 5 hours, you know. So you've got to put things in perspective. So don't think that when you go out you don't find anything just because you've not got a handful of silver and things, because metal detecting is not like that. You know, you have to be patient and just enjoy the fresh air, meander along, and before you know it, something's going to pop up to make you smile. Another little tip for you while we're on a tip sort of day, when you're swinging, you know, you don't have your coil up in the air like that. You're not going to damage it. You've got a coil cover on, or you should have, and then just going to sweep it across the ground in an arc motion like that. Don't matter if you hit the grass. If you do hit the grass and it's beeping or something, your sensitivity's too high. So you just need to turn your sensitivity down a little bit. But yeah, now one thing that I do see quite a lot of is people doing a really good swing in the middle and then bananaing off at the edge, which is pointless. Back in, pointless, back in. So remember, it's more of a nice circular motion like that. Nice circle. 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I'm going to give you settings to the apex that makes it quiet and makes it so you can begin to understand it quite easily. After that, once you've got used to it, then you can start messing with the settings. So my first suggestion would be this. You turn it on by holding this button here and hold it down like that, and everything comes on. So if you want to set this for basic settings, the best thing to do is put it on coins mode. And you do that by choosing the same button as what you switched it on by. If you keep clicking through that, you get a menu and you can scroll through which one you want. I prefer it on 0, but for starting off, put it on coins and that will take the iron bit away. Next thing you need to do is access the menu. So you do that by pressing the middle button. Press that, and again you've got another menu. So your first one's your sensitivity, and if you can see on there, I've got 2 knocked off, so I do that. Next thing, we need to go to the volume, so that's personal. Iron volume is if you're using it on 0. Now the frequency, you've got different frequencies and things that you can use. So I would personally, if you look through, you've got 5 kilohertz, 10, 15, 20. Then you've got multi-frequency, multi-salt, which is for beach. I would put it on 15. Okay, that's what I would put it on. Just to get you started, I'd put it on 15. Pick up some nice little silver coins with that. Channel, again, you can just choose which channel you want to go on. If you've got a friend with an apex and you've got some sort of interference, that's what that's for. That one there is if you want your light on, if you want to light the screen up. And that one is for putting your headphones on, which you do by wait for that to be flashing and then press these 2 buttons there. And that should set it up. So that's what I would say is settings for a new user. Now another thing that I have told quite a few people about is they've said, oh, my apex isn't working or my phone drive's not working. Then I find out they've changed a coil. Now if you have changed a coil or you've setting up a machine that's a new machine, what you need to do is you need to hold this button down for 5 seconds till it does a double beep. So okay, so you've put your new coil on, you've made sure it's attached at the back nice and strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, did you hear that double beep? That now means that your coil is matching your detector. Hope those tips have helped you out. I think my final tip would be that if you haven't actually got a metal detector already, I think my big tip would be don't go on Facebook asking people what's the best metal detector, because you won't get any sort of normal answer. Everybody will tell you the one that they've got. You're best off ringing a good supplier up like Regton.com. And just incidentally, if you do buy from Regton.com, on most things, get a 10% discount by using my code DawnDisc. There you go then. So check my channel out for other videos. I do live digs, I've got other settings, but most importantly, if you have got a burning question that you would like to know, stick it in the comments and I maybe make a video about it. So good luck if you're out metal detecting. Remember those tips, remember get your swing right, and it won't be long till you're finding that treasure.